It's not actually. It was just a way of kind of formalising the charitable giving that we do. And, you know, as an example of business for a force for good, we do have a foundation, but no one knows about it because no one really cares. It's difficult to kind of get any PR on it. But we've given £23 million over the last 10 years to a range of charities. And our approach is to pick one thing that we really care about and go heavy on it. Some organisations will select, you know, thousands of local regional charities, and then they end up giving not much to all of them. Whereas we like to make a real impactful difference. So as an example, dementia, which is something that, you know, that's very close to us as a family, there's no kind of centre where all the experts can come together and research this terrible disease, which is going to be, you know, one of the biggest problems of our times, really, for the next generation. And so we had the idea that if all the retailers got together and pooled their 5p carrier bag money together, which you have to give to charity, we could fund the construction of the world's first dementia research institute, which is actually in London on the site of UCL. Sorry. But we managed to do it, and we got the retailers. It was like in the First World War when people climbed over the trenches and played football. You know, it was like for one day the retailers just stopped beating each other up and pooled their carrier bag money, and that was enough to kickstart the funding of the centre. So, you know, to be able to do things like that is great. And we want to obviously further the work of the foundation, but do it in a typically Iceland way, which means kind of no bureaucracy. The trustees are me, my dad, and one other, and you know it's issues that we really, really care about, and can have impact on. But also the other thing, and as aspiring entrepreneurs, business in itself is a force for good. And as well as giving £23 million to charity, in our everyday business of, you know, providing the best possible quality food to people on a budget, that in itself is a good thing to do. Paying tax is a great thing to do, and I wish there was more transparency in the UK tax system. You know, we're British born and bred. We pay our taxes. We're not some global conglomerate that hides away or plays jurisdictions off each other. And as a result, we've paid £1.3 billion of tax over the last 12 years, which is enough to build hospitals and universities. And that in itself is a force for good. And I think, you know, not us, but business that is trying to do good should be celebrated more in this country. And I think there is an undercurrent, unfortunately, particularly in this country, of business scandals and giving business a bad name. But ultimately, wealth creation is where the taxes come from that help build the hospitals that help cure things like dementia.